Yung credibilidad ng LRA administrator ay was put into question and how the list was drawn up, at dinidetermine yan at inaalam din ngayon ng mga senator judges kung who's at fault at this level, at this stage. At kung makikita natin yung katanungan ni Senator Miriam nung tinanong niya ang mismong testigo ay sino ba talaga, sa kanya ba at his fault yung negligence o sa prosecution, at tila nagkakaroon ng debate ukol dito.
At tanungin natin si Attorney JJ, ano sa tingin nyo yung gustong malaman at gustong palabasin nitong mga senator judges sa kanilang mga naging katanungan dito sa witness na ito?
Ito kasing witness na ito, ang pinagtataka rin natin ay bakit siya yung pinag-iinitan ng mga senator judges. Ang dapat sigurong mag-explika ng mga bagay na ito ay yung prosecution mismo. Dahil tandaan natin, ang LRA ay may tumupad lamang doon sa request sa kanya. May request siya natanggap, ito yung mga binigay niya na nag-hit doon sa search. Lahat naman siguro tayo ngayon ay familiar na kung paano mag-research sa internet. Talagang ganyan. Although ito hindi yung malawakang internet na sinasabi, kundi yung search engine ng database lamang nila. Ngayon, kung ang request sa'yo ay patungkol lamang sa mga lugar na ito, doon lang siguro nag-comply ang LRA. Ang pinagtataka ko ay bakit parang ine-expect nila na ang LRA mismo ang magti-thresh out alin ang importanteng mga properties na may kinalaman sa alegasyon sa impeachment, when it should be, ang tingin ko bilang abogado, when it should be the duty of the lawyers who will present them na magti-thresh out ng mga ibinigay sa inyong impormasyon.
And meron nga ilang news items pa, Gio, na inilabas itong si Senadora Cayetano, no?
Marami nga naging tanong na kasi pati yung mismong pagprepara ng dokumento ay naging malaking tanong na nagkaroon ng angulo mula sa media, nagkaroon ng angulo na mula sa paghingi nga ng prosecution. Pero attorney, yung at this effect ba, masasabi natin na-cite ni Senator Miriam that under the civil code, meron yatang negligence or gross negligence na nagawa si Attorney Diaz. Pwede niyo po bang i-explica ito sa mga tao?
Una, nakakapagtaka kasi sa torts and damages, lahat halos ng law students na nabasa itong Picard versus Smith na sinite ni Senator Santiago. Pero kung titignan natin, it's not on all fours o hindi lahat ay applicable dito sa kaso ng ating LRA administrator. Unang-una yung Picard versus Smith tungkol ito sa kaso ng pagbabanggaan ng isang karetela at jeepney sa ibabaw ng Jones Bridge. At ito yung diligence na sinasabi. Marami pa tayong kaso tungkol sa diligence, pero ito ay isang diligence of an ordinarily prudent man would do. Sa palagay ko naman ay napakahirap i-prove na may negligence itong si LRA administrator dahil kagaya nga na sinabi ko, tumupad lamang siya doon mismo, literally doon sa request sa kanya. At hindi niya obligasyon na i-thresh out kung alin dito sa mga impormasyon na may hits regarding Corona o may kinalaman sa mga mother titles nito, yung ipirinisinta niya. Kumbaga, yung kanya ay tumupad siya, it is now the lawyer's duty to thresh it out. At hindi palagi ko ang LRA, yun yung nakikita ko. Kaya sa palagi ko, siguro mamaya titignan natin kung kikwestiyonin rin ng mga judges itong prosecution tungkol dito.
Maraming salamat, Attorney. Balik tayo sa Senate floor sa pagpapatuloy ng trial.
The President pro tempore of the Senate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Witness, much has been said about the properties of Chief Justice. Earlier, I heard that the prosecution and the defense has already agreed that out of the 45 properties that you transmitted, 17 of the titles were already cancelled. Am I right?
I think that was the agreement, Your Honor.
And out of the 45, 12 titles are not under the name of Chief Justice nor his wife Christina.
Yes, Your Honor.
And out of it, five of the titles are under dispute by the prosecution panel. So which makes a total of 21 titles which will, I think, which will be defended by the, which will be proved by the defense if indeed Chief Justice Corona owns those particular properties. Now, Mr. Witness, may I ask you, they have already agreed that 17 properties were already cancelled, and 12 has not been proven to be under the name of Chief Justice Corona. Did you really make a mistake in transmitting that information to the prosecution? Or did you want to make it appear that you are in cahoots with the prosecution panel to make it appear that Chief Justice Corona owns 45 properties?
First, Your Honor, I will not accept that I am in cahoots with the prosecution team, Your Honor. But I cannot also readily accept that it was a mistake because from my point of view, Your Honor, these are documents that they may use for their research, Your Honor. And that was the tenor of my letter to them.
What research are you talking about?
For the properties, Your Honor. It was never my obligation to tell them, Your Honor, what exactly are the properties that you want to present. As I've said earlier, Your Honor, I merely instructed our RDs in the nearby cities to give me some materials that were being asked by the media people, and to which they responded, Your Honor, about 2 or 3 days after. But then, in the meantime, we realized that it will not be fair for the Chief Justice if I will just release it to the media for media purposes, Your Honor. So it was about 2 days after that they made a request for me for these documents, and it was already there, so I forwarded it to them, Your Honor.
No, so you were one of those who released your letter or the information to the media. Am I correct?
did not, Your Honor. That
So
is
it
why
was
I have
the-
it. That is why I have it in
All
my
right.
office, Your Honor.
Going back to your letter to Congressman Tupas dated January 10, 2012, and I repeat, pursuant to your official request for information relative to the real estate properties registered in the name of Renato Corona et al., please find enclosed herewith certified true copies of titles registered in their names as follows, etc., etc. Did you really enclose the certified true copies in the transmittal letter that
Yes,
you
Your
provided the
Yes, Your
prosecution
Honor.
panel?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the certified true copies of the titles registered under the names of C.J. Corona and his wife, why did you include those titles that were already cancelled, or those titles not in the name of C.J. Corona?
Because
Why did you include it?
It was generated in the computer search, Your Honor.
So, mali itong unang paragraph ng sulat mo kay Congressman Tupas. Kasi nilagay mo rito, relative to real estate properties, registered, nakalagay dito, registered in the name of Renato Corona et al. Well, in fact, hindi naman pala nakaregister sa pangalan niya.
But I understand that et al, Your Honor, means and others, Your Honor.
And others, yes.
Yes,
I
Your
know,
Honor.
and others. Sino yung others? Did they point out to you sino yung others? Sister-in-law, brother, son-in-law, anak?
It could
Did they
be-
specifically point out that to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
O sino pa?
And the others that were generated in the computer, Your Honor. That is why I did not name it, Your Honor, because some of them may be namesakes, and that is covered by the et al, Your Honor.
Now, Senator Pia Cayetano has already articulated na itong sulat na ibinigay mo sa prosecution did a lot of damage. Let's just be fair enough. I want to be fair in far as my decision, in far as my judgment on the D-Day. Alright? Bigyan naman natin ng patas na laban. Dahil itong naging sulat mo kay Congressman Tupas na ibinilandra ng spokespersons ng prosecution panel at sinabi, inilahad na ni Senator Pia Cayetano doon sa ABS-CBN, doon sa Inquirer, na Chief Justice owns 45 properties without even authenticating or verifying the properties if indeed those were under the name of Renato Corona. And I know, kahit hindi mo inamin, ikaw ay nagkamali sa pagbigay ng impormasyon dito sa mga members ng prosecution panel sapagkat maliwanag na maliwanag, nag-agree na sila, 17 titles out of the 45 were already cancelled and 12 does not belong to the Chief Justice. Ngayon, aminin mo hindi, yun ang aking pananaw, yun ang aking paniniwala, sana po ay respetuhin ninyo.
I will respect it.
Now, Congressman Tupas, thank you. When you received the letter coming from the LRA, that indeed, Chief Justice owned 45 properties. And then, I don't know, I think it was you or the members of your media panel who exposed to the media, before the media, that ito, we have 45 properties. Maraming properties ang pagmamayari ni Chief Justice Corona. Did you not verify it, Congressman Tupas? Or if you indeed verified these titles, why didn't you correct or rectify it before the media? Why did you make it appear that the respondent owned various properties here in Metro Manila?
After we received the letter dated January 10, 2012, what we did was we filed a request for the issuance of subpoena on January 12, 2012, 2 days after. We attached it. The press conference I inquired happened after the filing of the request for issuance of subpoena with the attached letter containing the 45 properties. Yun po yung nangyari, Ginoong Pangulo.
Now, may I tell you that to advise your spokesperson to rectify the error, para bawiin yung sinabi sa media na hindi 45 yung ari-arian ni Chief Justice Corona, because I think the damage has already been done. It is already instilled into the minds of the public, the minds of the people, or even in the minds of the court that Corona owns 45 properties. Well, in fact, hindi 45. I'm showing you a copy of this cancelled transfer certificate of title. Ito, ang laki-laki, cancelled. Mr. Diaz, di mo ba nakita ito? Cancelled. Inilagay mo pa rin sa iyong information, sa iyong listahan na binigay sa prosecution. Cancelled na, inilagay mo pa. Ano ba naman?
With the permission of Senator
That's all, Mr. President.
I just want to clarify this from the chief of the prosecution panel. According to the story of Mr. Attorney Diaz, even before you called him, he already